Greetings to all life forms and life workers who have found this live demo of tarot and oracle readings. Thank you for all who have joined me. Hello to everybody here in the chat. I have 7 decks. I will be doing general energy forecasts or answering specific questions for you all. If you want more information of the decks I'm using, they're listed in the description. I'll make a list of people based on the comments in the live chat. Hope you all are having a good day. Yes, Turtle, you're first. You can choose 1 through 7 and type your question. And I'm making the list for you all right now. Thank you for the like. Hope you all had a good solstice and new moon yesterday. A lot of different energies are coming in. A lot of powerful transition forces are happening globally right now. So hopefully you all are riding the wave and not wiping out too bad. Glad to have everyone here. I'm making a list of all the names in the chat. Oh, 9 o'clock. I'm trying to find a good time for these lives, so they will kind of change, but I wanted to always have time in advance to let you all know. Hello. Okay. Okay. Expert in all these 7 right now. Always finding new things, though. Okay. I'll start shuffling for you. You can tell me when to stop, or I will stop when I feel compelled. Yes, I see the question there. The sister will shift on Saturday to her home. You will go with her on that day. And you want to know, do you see Kay will be there on that day? And if yes, will you have a chance to talk to each other? So I do not see you meeting up with Kay on that day, but this process of you moving and going with your sister will allow you to have more love for yourself and begin to share that love, that unconditional love for yourself, to even say yes to your sister to go with them will open up new opportunities and new ways for you to understand yourself and your family and your connection to them. But oftentimes we put ourselves out in the cold. We don't allow ourselves to get the wealth and the positivity that we want because we believe we're not qualified. We believe we don't have that energies within. And we see this change as death. We see as we're not good enough, as we're not qualified enough, and that changes her from being what we are and being what we feel. So you might have to go out and find that person, or they might just show up. But the energies I do see is maybe you might disqualify yourself from being in the right place or being in the right energy to meet that person. You can overcome this by knowing that you are already perfect. You already have the love and you already have the power within yourself, and you do not need external verification. You already have it within. And when you feel like you need outside forces, we all create this negative death within ourselves, a sense of lack. But being in that right place, being in that right geographic location will allow you to attract that energy to you. Just know that you already are perfect. You're already beautiful and loving now. And the more you understand that, you will attract those people to you. Yes, trust your intuition. Send a message or find any mutual friends and just do your best to do the research and preparation before that, so when it happens, you are ready to what you want to happen. I hope that answered for you. Just don't let this change that you're going through be limiting. Allow it to be something that cuts the limits away and brings new positivity in. Okay, I'll add you to the list right now. Thank you. Okay, Lee Jones, you can choose 1 through 7. Thank you for all here in the chat. Much gratitude to you all. If you want more information on me and my services and the decks that I'm using, or would like to book a reading now or in the future, the informations are in the description box. Turtle 7, I recommend just visualize that emotion of how it will feel when you get what you want. When that actually happens, emotionally feel it now, which will make it attract to you more, because your feelings create your reality externally. So Lee Jones or Stephanie, if you're here, you can choose 1 through 7 if you have a question in particular or would like an energy forecast. Oh, thank you. Thank you for staying up for me. I'm going to look into doing this at different times. But still, the goal is to try about 1 a day or 1 every few days. Okay, number 6. Do you have a question in particular, or would you like an energy forecast? Hello. General love reading for this year. Okay. And anyone here, after you get your question, feel free to stay. Some of the things said might apply to you, even though it may not be your question. Okay. Love in general for this year. Okay, you can tell me when to stop. So I can get your unique energies. Hopefully everyone here in this chat is having a good day and the energies are right for you. If not, it's your choice to change them or continue. So what your main love reading for this year is you hold the love you seek in your soul inside. And by doing art or music or any type of creative expression, you will show the world that you are open to receive and give love through art and through creation from your own unique solar vantage. So will attract others, other savants, other masters similar to you into your life. You will better be able to express yourself and express your energies through creativity and through partnership, even if you work with someone who you're not romantically interested in. By being open to any form of partnership, you will attract that into your life. Just know that you are able to fly and soar. The things that have held you down and clipped your wings in the past no longer are relevant. You have healed and you have the ability to soar above these past beliefs and attract that into your life. So I see very much you will attract somebody who is passionate, creative, and expressive once you can hold those qualities within yourself. Oftentimes relationships are, I consider it like a cracked mirror. There's a reflection of you, but different, a different aspect, a different viewpoint, a different ethics, but something very similar conceptually to yourself. So continue your art, continue your passions, and the more you do that on a public platform, more of the like-minded individuals will be attracted to you. And I do very much see that happening to you this year. So thank you. Thank you. Yes, I can add you again. Okay, so Lee Jones or Seashell Case. If you were here, you can choose 1 through 7. If you have a question in particular or just would like an energy forecast. We all have our own ways of creating, our own ways of being in life and different aspects. And when we allow these aspects to flow and manifest, oftentimes we attract others who are either lacking what we are expressing or those who possess that and wish to help us. So just use your discernment to see if it's a vampire or a victor. They're very similar at the beginning, but you can usually tell the intent. So Lee Jones or Seashell Case, if you're here, you can ask a question, as well as Lars B. Yes, oftentimes the vampires appear like supporters at the beginning, but you can usually tell pretty quick if they're taking from you or giving to you or doing both. So I'll call to the next 4, which are Lee Jones, Seashell Case, Lars B., and Monica. If any of you are here, you can ask a question or let me know if you want a general energy reading. You can choose 1 through 7. I can do them out of order if the other ones do show back up. Okay, Lars, you can choose 1 through 7. And let me know if you have a question or just would like an energy reading. Hopefully this is a good, bright and sunny day to you all. Okay, Lars, do you have a question in particular or would you like an energy forecast? Question is, will G and U will be together. Okay. You can just type stop into the chat, or I will stop when I feel compelled, so I get your unique frequency into this deck. If anyone here would like a more in-depth 30-minute personal session, there's a link to my booking site in the description. Okay, the question is, G and U, will you be together? Okay, feel compelled to stop for you. So I do see you together. This is the lovers, a soul connection, a union. But there's also a longing, because you both have to work on the love of self, the self-acceptance and self-understanding before the relationship could fully form. And you do so by embracing that aspect of yourself deep down inside that others are afraid of, that you've suppressed. But know that you are a powerful flying creature. You both pollinate and consume, like all of us. Know that no matter which way you go, you are always grounded and connected, above and below. Others may have a fear of your power, of your beauty, of the way you treat yourself. And know that some people it will push apart and others it will attract. So I do see you and G together. Just know that it is more than just a physical relationship. It's more than lust. It's more than that third dimensional, like physical aspects that we've always lived, sex and money. It is more so the aspect of overcoming that and giving your own power back, to not fall into the spells and the power of the system, to create your own relationship. Create a relationship with G unlike anything that has been before, because that's how we as our individuals live. So I hope that answers for you. I do see together there might be some challenges getting to that point, but continue to love and work on yourself, and those who you care about will oftentimes do the same. Okay, Monica, you can choose 1 through 7. And thank you. Chrissy Chandler, I will add you to the list. Okay, deck number 5. Okay, so will A reach out to you again? So the second part, yeah, probably in multiple lives as well, but I will answer for this one, on this planet, on this timeline. Because there's a lot going on. Okay. I will answer yours, Lee Jones, next. If you want to put a a deck and question in the live chat, and I will get to that. Monica, you can tell me when to stop. Yeah, I don't remove people from the list. Usually those we're attracted to, we have some relationship with in different realities that we don't fully conceive of. Okay. So I do see you together, and the angels agree. You will be happy with this person, but know that you can be happy first now, and you can experience a little bit of that happiness by yourself. And the more you become happy, the more happiness will come towards you. But what you're doing now is asking for help, and continue to ask help with other people in relationships, your elders, and even your youngers, because everyone can give a different type of help. And it's not a matter of weakness when you ask for help, it's actually strength, because you know that together with another person, you will have more information and more knowledge with that help. Just don't forget the wonderment of relationships, of connections. Allow that wonder that we all have to blossom and be created. Oftentimes, we're told that wonderment is childish and prevents us from being the way we need to be. But know that wonderment is the magic of life. The wandering people who wander oftentimes don't see the wonderment of where they're wandering through, because everything is just wonderful when we believe it is. And the angels believe in you, and know that just ask for help to the angels, to your team, to your higher self, and they will always answer. Much love and gratitude to you. Okay, a money reading from deck number 4 for Lee Jones. Okay, you can tell me, Lee Jones, when to stop, or I'll stop when I feel compelled. This is a finance/money reading. Zop. Okay. So, yes, money's coming to you, and you are a powerful creator being. Just tap into that feminine force of creation, to create your own money, to put yourself in that right stance to be open to that money, to that wealth, to that prosperity, to that abundance. Know you already have it within. It is not something coming external. It's something that you're tapping in from internally. Oftentimes we don't want to just do that physical building. We don't want to do that gathering, that hard labor to get to the point that we want. But when we make it fun and we enjoy the labor and we find a way to bring positivity and happiness to the labor that we're doing, we will share that with the whole community. And your wealth is coming in oftentimes as communal wealth, as marketplaces, as street fairs and music festivals. By putting yourself out there, even on a digital platform, with other like-minded people, you will be more open to receiving that wealth and that money you want. But know that you will have to do it in a different way that has ever been done. Don't compare your process to other people. Find your own way to do things, and trust that process, because you're going to be right. You already live in a sense of green. That wealth is coming to you very strongly. So the wealth is coming to you. You just have to continue to do that work even when it's hard, and know that you doing that work helps and affects the whole community around you. And if you feel like you're doing it all alone, contact others who have done what you wish to do. Thank you. Hi, I will add you both to this list. Okay, Seashell Case, if you were here. Thank you all for showing up. It's a lot more than normal. I'm very grateful for you all, and I will make time to answer all the questions here. Yes, the likes and subscribes do help. This is a game here on YouTube with the algorithms. They don't like the smaller channels unless you pay, and I'm not going to pay. So, but I will play their game and end up under the radar, and I'm very grateful for all those who find these live demos. Brings a lot of joy to my heart. Okay, so she's Seashell Case. Tamara, if you are here, you can choose 1 through 7. Okay, deck 4, general reading. Okay, thank you. Okay, so a general energy reading for the post-new moon energies. So right now you might be having problems with your lover or having issues with your relationship. Know that this is just a temporary thing and is probably coming from lack of communication. Both parties are having a difficult time expressing how they feel towards each other, but know that you and your lover are meant to be together and are probably together in way more places than this one small planet. And just continue to find new ways to communicate, find new ways to express your energies towards those you love and those that you care about. And I do see the moon very strongly here, but know that protecting yourself and creating boundaries and saying this is not right and this is not acceptable is not a negative thing. It is something that is powerful and worth having your own protection and having your own ethics in a world where many people don't. And be open to sharing your experiences and sharing your wealth with others. You may not see yourself as a master or as a teacher, but everybody has that little thing that someone else doesn't, and that you can instruct someone on that, because everyone needs just a little guidance, a little bit of information. And those who are coming to you, they know that you will be able to give just that little bit of push, that little bit of encouragement to them. So don't close yourself off to sharing with others. Find new ways to communicate with your soulmate, and respect and trust your own boundaries and processes that you go through are perfectly fine. And don't let anyone label or try to misconstrue your intent. Your intent is to self-preservation and self-respect, and that is something to be commended. So I say thank you, and your energies will continue to rise, and just find new ways to communicate with your soulmate. Okay, Seashell Case or Turtle 7. You can ask a question and choose a deck here. And if anyone here would like more information on me and my services, or would like to book a reading, you can find more information of that in the description of this video. Thank you. I appreciate your time very much as well. Okay, should you send a friend request? And if so, will they accept? Okay, for you. And thank you for all the viewers here. If you are interested in some more of my obscure content, I got over 100 videos here that go back the last few years. And each one is intended with different frequencies. And they will always find the right people to watch them, even if that's only 14. Thank you. It takes a lot of purification time on my part. Yes, Chrissy Chandler, you will be after Turtle 7. I do daily grounding and energy purification before I do these lives, so I'm in the right mental state to be as pure of service as possible. Okay, Turtle 7. Yes, they will accept your friend request, but they will not engage as much as you think they will, because there's probably a blockage for them of receiving love, receiving kindness. They're not open to your way of being because they don't fully know that yet. But continue your Snapchat, continue what you're doing, because you will attract the right types of people and connections in your life. Know that sharing your magic and sharing your information to the world will affect this whole planet. Even if it's just a smile, even if it's just a hair wave, whatever it is, by sharing this information and by using your own type of magic on a public platform, you help change this whole planet and show people that there is magic and that there is power within and outwardly. So I do see them accepting the friend request, but not engaging with you very much on that platform. Okay, so Chrissy Chandler, you can choose 1 through 7. And if you have a question in particular, or just would like an energy forecast. Okay, number 1. Yeah, I have very alien movements, as I like to call them. I don't know if you all can see my antenna or not. Do you get love? Never had one in your life? Okay. You can tell me when to stop, or I'll stop when I feel compelled, so I get your unique frequency into these cards. Yeah, sometimes I feel a little more alien than others, so today I'm feeling it. And I strongly believe that everybody will find some form of love once they are able to express that to themselves. So you will get love. We have blood circulation bonding. So you chose the water crystals. So bonding oftentimes is hard to understand, is obscured. but is incredibly powerful, but oftentimes uneven. So when we bond with someone, what we expect from that connection, what we want from that relationship, is oftentimes not spoken. We don't communicate what our intent is, what our expectations are, and what our boundaries are. Once we do that and we're fully clear, we will attract that into our lives. Just write down on a piece of paper what you want in a relationship, what you think love is, and say thank you. Say thank you to yourself because you are doing that to yourself. When you can thank yourself and have that gratitude as yourself, it will attract and outwardly and shine a light of gratitude that will attract somebody into your life. So continue doing that. And last message is prayer. So when we pray, it projects our intent and our energy out into the world and will attract that back to us. So knowing that, and they don't have to be like prayers have always been. There's many types of ways of praying. Sometimes it's just affirmations or mantras. I don't know about the person. I do know a little bit about them, that they are very grateful for everything they have. They are probably an athlete with good body circulation, and they have a prayer practice. So these are the things that once you begin to do and experience it, oftentimes the ones we love or will match our frequencies when we can express gratitude and say thank you to me, to who you are right now. Thank you, because you're perfect right now. And you will always be perfect. And the more you understand that and the more you attract that, the beautiful things will keep coming. And those you will love and those who will love you will come. Once that gratitude and prayer and circulation all happen at once for you. So much love and gratitude to you, Chrissy. No, it's not for nothing. It's for loving yourself. It's for self-care, self-preservation, and understanding. I don't see that at all. Just continue what you're doing and be open to the process and be open to miracles and be open to doing things unlike you've ever done before, but also continue your own process. It's not a matter of waiting. Just feel it now, say thank you right now, and it will keep happening. I disagree. I don't think it is ever too long. All I can say is, from my experience, the moment that we believe what we want has already happened, or we stop the pursuit of what we want, it tends to just happen immediately. When we're just accept that everything is, then the thing we want just is. And oftentimes the wanting, the waiting, the process of that is pushing away it. And the moment we just realize we already have it now, thank you, it comes in. I hope that helps for you. Okay, seashell case or sun, if you are here, you can choose 1 through 7. For questions or energy forecasts. You don't have to wait. There is no time. It's just everything that we want, we can feel and express now, and by doing so, that will attract it to us. Career advice. Okay, not feeling content at current workplace. Okay, so you can tell me when to stop so I get your unique energies here. Much gratitude for everyone who stays after their questions. There's usually a lot of information that's come through, and some of it is applicable to everybody. So, one career advice for you is, without fully giving up what you're doing, begin to kind of start a little side hustle. Find some passion you have, some artistic thing that triggers your soul, that makes you so happy, and find a way to monetize it. Either it be art or jewelry or dance or singing. Find something that brings passion and love to you, and pass that on monetarily. Find a way to make money off that on the side, and it will allow you to find a new gratitude to the work you're currently doing. And just know that maybe just a sleep, a vacation, a leave of absence might allow you to go back to that job and see it differently. Find a new aspect of that job that you will enjoy. Maybe ask, to be moved to a different department or to a different area, because what you're doing, this job, seems from the cards are helping other people. You're being a savant, you're being a person who is intelligent but collaborative and is helping other people with their power. And that is helping you, but oftentimes it's draining. We feel like we're doing all the work, or we're the only battery, we're the only generator, and we're just being sapped. Sometimes we just need that rest. We just need that energy of sleep, of vacation, of a step away. And if you do decide to leave this job and focus on your artistic and creative passions, you will probably always be able to return to it, because they value you and the work you have done there, but also value yourself. Yeah, no appreciation then. Um, it is up to you, the beautiful energy, to either leave and create a whole new life based on your passions, or try to do both, to begin to do both, or just continue what you have done and find a new way to do it. But it's all up to you. Yes. And one thing, I've worked jobs without recognition or appreciation. One process a friend of mine told me to do was every day write down on a little piece of paper positive compliments to myself. My own good job, you did well in X. And by doing that and looking at it before each shift, I could see the positivity of me showing up each day. And that's just one tool. There's a lot of them out there. I really do hope you follow your passions and your energies in this world. So much love to you, son. And thank you for everyone here in this chat. Very beautiful to read them. Thank you. Yeah, collaboration is something that you have a knack for, even though that you may have not done it a lot. Something that some people are just very good at collaboration one-on-one, but have a hard time collaborating in a whole group of people. So maybe like a mentorship or an apprenticeship with one-on-one collaboration might work better for you than a whole group collaboration. Okay, for the next one is, if hopefully I say this right, is Benita. You can choose 1 through 7 if you have a question in particular or would like an energy forecast. Okay, what does the Capricorn have in his mind about you? You choose deck number 7. Okay, you can tell me when to stop, or I will stop when I feel compelled to get your unique energies into this deck. Okay. So first is the Capricorn sees you as somebody with infinite amount of unconditional love to give, an overflowing abundance of love and happiness, even in the darkest of places. Even when there's chaos and trouble, you still bring kindness and love to this world. But they do see you as somebody who may be judgmental, somebody whose judgment separates people instead of bringing them together. This may or may not be true, but this is how they perceive you. And they also perceive you as somebody who may be unbalanced, out of sync to your goals and your process. Again, most of the times these are not fully true. This is how others perceive us. They're based on truth, but they're usually misconstrued. So they see you as somebody that they could love and they want to love, but they also see you as somebody who has judgment and imbalance in some aspects of your life. And oftentimes the judgment is pure, kind, and loving, but others perceive it as negative and as something off-putting. So if you believe those things about yourself as well, it's your choice to take the upside down negative aspects and transform them into positive aspects, which is being in balance, being in control of your life, your thoughts, and your energies, but also being involved in a community and being involved in judging others for who they truly are instead of judging others for what you think they are, and especially to yourself. Use that judgment to bring back the dead, to know that even the things you once have done that you no longer do could still be and probably are relevant in your life now. So kind of go back into your history and find things you stopped doing and find a way to do it in a more kind and beautiful way. Yes. Continue to find new ways to give self-kindness. Write on a piece of paper things you like about yourself. Then on the opposite side of the paper, write down things you don't like about yourself. Cross them off and write how you could turn that negative into a positive. Mental transmutation. Taking one solid state thought and transforming it into an opposite solid state thought or an unrelated solid state thought. Because oftentimes our thoughts persist and continue. So thank you very much. So until I get another question, I'm going to pull one card for anyone viewing this in the future from each of the 7 decks. So deck number 1, affection and gratitude. So when we express this gratitude to the world and gratitude to ourselves and that affection, that kind of close touch and loving connection, it opens up a space to receive, and it allows us to crystallize and understand ourselves better, because that gratitude taps into the infinite source of abundance all around us. When we say, I'm grateful for X, we're going to probably get more X because we're grateful for what we're receiving. Thus, we will begin to attract more of that, especially if it's an affectionate, close connection to that gratitude. Okay, for deck number 2, Kuan Yin. So dance, music, singing, art of any kind, creative passions are such a beautiful energy in this world. It's such a great frequency, but oftentimes we don't want to meditate. We don't want to create because we're afraid of what's going to happen. We're afraid if we give up that constant control, that constant scheduling, we're going to get off track. That's false. By connecting to Kuan Yin, by connecting to creativity of any kind, of thought of any kind, we begin to purify and focus on what we want, and we will better be able to make a reality in our life. I'll stay for a little bit longer here. Usually like to do these for about an hour or so. And I usually do the message for anyone viewing at the beginning, but I had a lot of questions to start with. Anyone choosing deck number 3 is be open to experiencing the love you already have, the kindness and gratitude and affection that already exists in your life. The things that have happened in your past, even if they may seem negative or they may seem lacking, they actually teach us to love ourselves and to hold that love within. So know that even though nothing is happening now, many beautiful things have happened. And now is a good time to just think about them and reflect on all the beautiful things that have happened to you in your life. Okay, those who are held to deck 4. Now, especially during this global situation, there's a lot of opportunities for digital community service, for serving others and caring for others from a distance, by educating, by holding classes and tutorial videos, finding different ways to give your service and your energies to others, but in the safety of your own isolation. Respect yourself enough to give to others is what is the best way to bring that life and bring that energy into our world. Yes, very similar. Is they're giving service to others, you are servicing yourself more than by just choosing to service yourself. And some people have a difficult time with community service because they're afraid of judgment, they're afraid of consequence. But now with the computer age we live in, there's a lot of opportunities. Volunteer Match is one service I use, and they are looking for remote community service. So those who chose deck 4, I hope you find a way to be of service to others, which will always service yourself. For deck number 5 is enjoyment. No matter what's happening in your life, good, bad, negative, and somewhere in between, you always have a choice to find enjoyment in it, to find the thing that brings that joy and embody it and bring it to the surface and bring that energy out. Because even when everyone else is crying at a funeral, some people are enjoying the memory. Some people are enjoying the gathering. That doesn't make them morbid or doesn't make them cold. It shows them that they are in control of their thoughts and they choose to find enjoyment instead of negativity. And we can do that all the time, not just at the funerals. Okay, for anyone now or in the future who chose deck 6. So being a drone, being somebody who is kind of controlled and guided by another power is oftentimes thought as a negative thing. But it can be, just like everything, but it also can be positive. And knowing that what you're doing and the process of what you're doing is part of a big scheme, is part of a huge system of cause and effect that we will probably never fully understand. But by tapping into that and knowing that what you're doing is right, you will find a new sense of enjoyment in that droning, in that repetitive aspect of your life. Just know that if it's unpleasant, if it's negative, one, you can choose enjoyment at all times, or you can choose to find something else to do. Even if no one else agrees that that is the right choice, if your heart is telling you to do it, then me and a lot of other people in this world will support you in that. Okay, anybody now in the future who chose deck number 7? So find a community, find a group of other people who share a love of what things you love. Everybody is passionate about something. Everybody has something in their life that makes them love and bring enjoyment, even if others say that that's not qualified or that's not good or you shouldn't be like that. That's wrong. It just is. There will be at least 2 other people somewhere in this big planet who like the thing you like. And with the internet, you can contact them and share your interests, share your passions in a small group or one-on-one communication, because by expressing something that you love so much through conversation will also inspire others to create, to experience, and to go out of their comfort zone, because the things we love shows us the things we hate and how we could best love them if we choose. So those who chose deck 7, find with the internet communication a group of others who like the things you like and who are passionate about the things you're passionate about, because by making that connection will heighten all parties' passions. Yes. Hello. You can choose 1 through 7. There's more information on the decks in the description, and I can answer a question for you if you want to post that into the live chat. And everyone still watching, much gratitude. You will be my last question for the day. You can choose 1 through 7 and type your question here in the chat. I always enjoy returning people here, so it's very good to see the returning names and faces here in the chat. Shows that I'm doing the right thing, at least for me. Okay, so more information about your relationship with the Virgo who's interested in physical enjoyment, and you are not seeing much otherwise. Stephanie, I disagree. I think you are your own masters, and that's why I'm here, is to remind everyone of that. No one has any power over you unless you give that power away. And I am here on this planet to remind people that they are not slaves anymore, that they are their own masters. So you can tell me when to stop so I get your energy here. I'm just a student, just somebody who's learning and studying like everyone else. Okay. The question again for the deck is about you and the Virgo, and does the relationship have any more potential than physical enjoyment? So you can tell me when to stop, or I'll stop when I feel compelled. Okay. Stopped at the same time for you. So yeah, there a lot of the passion and sexual energy you feel comes from both you and them are having emotional grounding. Like you're grounded in to your body and to your sensations, but you also have a sensation of flight, of movement, of connection that is not matched with both parties, where you are not able to consume what you want to consume, to hold your power and be the person you want to be with them, because the lust or physical connection is very strong. And for them, they're not able to have their passionate speech, their passion of song or dance, because they're thinking about you and thinking about being with you instead of being with themselves, instead of feeling that energy with themselves. So know that even though that this relationship may not work out permanently, it is something that is important to show both of you that you have the ability to fly, but you're not just your pelvis. You're not just that thrust, that energy of longing to be with someone. When you are with yourself, when you love that aspect of yourself, you begin to soar, you begin to fly. Know you are a powerful person, and if you want, smoke your cannabis, use your CBD, plant your flowers, go sailing, go to a shooting range, all shows up in this card. And know that these things that bring joy to you, that might unsettle or make your partner uncomfortable, are things that are actionable steps that will bring more joy and love into your life. Yes, anything we all wish to know, we already know within, inner, and it is just remembering that. And I'm here to just remind everyone of what you already know, that you are a beautiful, powerful creator, and you chose to be here right now on this planet because we have the most opportunities to create. So with that, I will end this live. Much love and gratitude to you all. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Thank you.